Listen, this one of penny looks normal, but it's worth $130,150. Stop what you're doing right now and check your pocket, check your jar, check that old dusty drawer, because you might be holding something that can literally change your life. This is not hype. This is not fiction. This is real hidden wealth hiding in plain sight. Welcome back to Secrets of US Coins, and today we're exposing the top 3 most valuable wheat pennies, rare coins that people are accidentally spending every single day. These coins look normal, they feel normal, but collectors are quietly fighting over them behind closed doors. Some of these coins have sold for shocking amounts, and nobody is talking about it. Do not spend these coins. I'm serious, do not spend them. Each coin I reveal gets rarer, more dangerous to ignore, and more valuable than the last. If you have one, you're not just holding a coin, you're holding a silent fortune. Stay with me, because what you're about to hear might make you look at every penny differently forever. Coin number 1. Now imagine this, a simple, dark-looking penny sitting in your hand. It doesn't shine. It doesn't scream value. In fact, most people would toss it aside without even thinking twice. But what if I told you that this exact coin, this quiet, worn piece of copper, could be worth $123,000 today? This is the 1,955 wheat penny with the S Mint mark. And in very fine condition, it becomes something else entirely. A hidden treasure, a life-changing opportunity, a silent fortune, waiting to be discovered. Let's go back to 1955. America was in a powerful transition. Post-war growth was exploding, industries were pushing hard, and the US Mint was under intense pressure to keep up with demand. Coins were being produced fast, sometimes too fast. Machines were running hot, dies were wearing down, and small imperfections started slipping through. That pressure, that stress, is exactly what makes certain 1,955 coins incredibly special today. This is not just a coin, it's a moment in history frozen in metal. When you look at the front of this coin, you'll see Abraham Lincoln's profile, calm, steady, almost watching you. But on rare pieces like this, the surface tells a deeper story. The blackened tone, the darker patina, that's not damage, that's age speaking. That's originality. On the reverse, those wheat stalks wrapping around the words 1 cent, the classic design holds a kind of quiet power. It's simple, but collectors know simplicity like this hides secrets. This coin is made mostly of copper, about 95% copper with a small mix of tin and zinc. It has a weight of 3.11 grams, a diameter of 19 millimeters, and a thickness close to 1.52 millimeters. It feels small, light, ordinary. But that's the trap. That's why people lose these coins every day without realizing what they just let go. Now here's where it gets serious. The S Mint mark, that tiny little letter under the date, tells you this coin came from San Francisco. And not all of them survived. Many were spent, damaged, melted down, or simply lost over time. Finding one today in very fine condition, with that original dark toning, that's rare. Extremely rare. And that's why collectors get quiet when they see one. They don't shout, they don't make noise, they move fast and bid aggressively. Because here's the truth, collectors are not selling these. They're holding them, locking them away, waiting. Supply is shrinking, demand is rising, and that's how prices explode. Today, this coin sits around $123,000 in the market, but that number isn't just a number. That's hidden wealth. That's serious money. That's a silent fortune sitting in the palm of your hand. But listen carefully, this is critical. Do not spend this coin. I don't care how normal it looks. Do not spend it. And whatever you do, never clean it. Cleaning destroys the surface, removes that original toning, and wipes out its value instantly. Collectors don't want shiny. They want real. They want untouched history. If you find one, leave it exactly as it is and get it professionally graded. That step alone can be the difference between a regular coin and life-changing money. You need to check the date carefully. Look for that 1955. Look for that small S. Look at the color, the texture, the feel. If it has that deep, dark, aged look, you might be holding something special. This is not fiction. This is happening right now. People are spending these coins without knowing, losing thousands, sometimes hundreds of thousands, just like that. And here's the part that should make you nervous. What comes next is even bigger, even rarer, even more dangerous to ignore. If you thought this coin was shocking, the next one will completely change how you see every single penny you touch. Stay with me, because the next coin is on another level entirely. Next up, now hold on, don't relax yet, because what I'm about to show you right now is even more dangerous to ignore. This coin, this exact coin, is the kind people throw into a tip jar, drop in a parking meter, or leave sitting in a drawer like it means nothing. But that's the mistake. That's where people lose real money without even realizing it. This is the 1956 wheat penny with the D mint mark. And in extra fine condition, this coin is not just rare. It's a hidden treasure worth over $110,500 today. Yeah, you heard that right. A single penny, turning into a silent fortune. Picture this. You're holding a penny that looks dark, maybe even a little dirty, with black spots scattered across the surface. Most people would think it's damaged, worthless, something to get rid of. But collectors, they see something completely different. They see untouched history. They see originality. Those dark black spots on the front and back, that deep aged tone, that's the fingerprint of time. That's exactly what serious collectors are hunting for. Let's go back to 1956. America was deep in a fast-moving economy. Production was high, pressure on the US. Mint was intense, and coins were being struck rapidly to keep up with circulation demand. The Denver Mint, marked by that small D under the date, was working hard, pushing machines, pushing dies, and when that happens, something interesting occurs. Small variations, surface textures, and unique finishes begin to appear. Not every coin came out perfect, and ironically, that's what makes certain ones incredibly valuable today. On the front of this coin, Abraham Lincoln's portrait stands strong, but on rare examples like this, you'll notice something different. The surface isn't bright or shiny. It carries a darker, almost mysterious look, with black spotting that tells you this coin hasn't been messed with. That's important. That's powerful. Flip it over, and those wheat stalks on the back still frame the words 1 cent with that classic design. But again, the tone, the color, the texture, it speaks. It tells collectors this coin survived decades without being cleaned, without being altered. This coin is made from about 95% copper with small amounts of tin and zinc. It weighs around 3.11 grams, has a diameter of 19 millimeters and a thickness close to 1.52 millimeters. It feels just like any other penny, and that's the danger. That's why people keep losing these coins every single day, because nothing about it screams value unless you know what to look for. Now here's where things get serious. That D mint mark, small, easy to miss, is everything. It tells you this coin came from Denver, and while millions were made, only a tiny fraction survived in extra fine condition with original surfaces like this. Most were worn down, cleaned, scratched, or destroyed over time. Finding one with those natural black spots, that untouched look, that's rare. Extremely rare. And collectors, they don't play around when they see this. Auctions get quiet. Bidding gets intense. People don't hesitate because they know supply is shrinking. Fewer of these coins exist in this condition every year. And the demand, it keeps rising. More collectors entering the market, more competition, more pressure, and that's how a coin like this reaches over $110,500 in value today. This is not just money, this is serious money. This is hidden wealth sitting unnoticed. This is a life-changing opportunity that people are literally throwing away without thinking. So listen carefully. Do not spend this coin. I mean it. Do not spend it. And whatever you do, never clean it. Cleaning might make it look better to you, but it destroys everything collectors care about. That original tone, those natural spots, that aged surface, once it's gone, the value drops fast. You don't want that. If you find one, leave it exactly as it is and get it professionally graded. That's how you protect the value. That's how you unlock its full potential. Check your coins closely. Look for the year 1956. Look for that D mint mark. Pay attention to the color, the texture, the feel. If it looks old, dark, and untouched, don't ignore it. This detail changes everything, because what you're holding might not be just a penny. It might be a silent fortune, a hidden treasure, something collectors are quietly fighting for behind the scenes. And trust me, you haven't seen anything yet. The next coin, the final one, is even rarer, even more shocking, and even more dangerous to overlook. If you thought this was big, the next coin changes everything. Stay with me, because the last coin might be sitting in your pocket right now, and you don't even know it. Next up, now this is it. This is the one most people never see coming. This is the coin that slips through hands, gets spent without a second thought, and disappears, taking a silent fortune with it. If you made it this far, don't look away now, because this coin right here changes everything. This is the 1,947 wheat penny with the D mint mark, and in fine condition with those dark black spots on both sides. This coin is sitting at a shocking $130,150 today. Yeah, a single penny, worth more than what most people make in years. This is not hype. This is not a story. This is real hidden wealth hiding in plain sight. Go back to 1947 for a second. America was just coming out of World War II. The economy was shifting, industries were rebuilding, and the US Mint was pushing hard to keep coins flowing into circulation. There was pressure, there was urgency, and there was wear on the equipment. Coins from this time carry that story. They weren't made in calm conditions. They were made in a country transitioning, moving fast. And that created subtle differences, tiny details, things most people ignore, but collectors obsess over. Now imagine holding this coin. The front shows Abraham Lincoln, steady and familiar, but the surface isn't bright. It's darker, aged, with black spotting that most people would call damage. But that's where they get it wrong. That look, that deep, natural toning, that's untouched history. That's originality. Flip it over, and those wheat stalks on the reverse wrap around 1 cent, just like always. But again, the color, the texture, the feel, it's different. It doesn't shine, it whispers. And collectors listen. This coin is made of 95% copper, mixed with tin and zinc. It weighs about 3.11 grams, measures 19 millimeters across, and has a thickness close to 1.0 0.52 millimeters. Nothing about that sounds special, and that's exactly why people miss it. That's why these coins are accidentally spent every single day. Because they feel ordinary when they're anything but. Now look closer, that small D mint mark under the date. That means it came from the Denver Mint. Millions were made, yes, but very few survived in fine condition with original surfaces like this. Over time, coins get cleaned, scratched, worn down, or destroyed. But when one survives with those natural black spots, that deep aged look, that untouched surface, it becomes something rare, something collectors don't ignore. And when this coin shows up in the market, things get quiet. Bidders don't joke around. They don't hesitate. They move fast, they bid aggressively, and then they hold. Because they know what this is. They know supply is shrinking every year. Fewer of these coins exist in this condition. And demand, it keeps climbing. More collectors, more competition, more pressure. That's how a penny becomes $130 50th. That's how a simple coin turns into serious money, into life-changing wealth. This coin is not just valuable. This coin is a treasure. This is hidden wealth. This is the kind of coin that can sit in your pocket right now without you realizing you're holding a fortune. So hear this clearly. Do not spend this coin. No matter how normal it looks, do not spend it. And never, ever clean it. Cleaning destroys the original surface, removes that natural toning, and wipes out the very thing collectors are paying for. Once it's gone, the value drops hard. Leave it exactly as it is. That aged look, those black spots, that's what makes it special. Get it professionally graded if you find one, because that's how you protect and unlock its true value. Check every penny you have. Look for 1947th, look for that D. Study the surface. If it looks dark, old, untouched, don't ignore it. This detail changes everything. This is not fiction. People are losing coins like this every single day, not knowing what they just gave away. And now you see it. 3 coins. 3 hidden fortunes, all hiding in plain sight. These aren't just pennies. These are silent opportunities, quiet wealth, life-changing treasures sitting in circulation right now. So next time you get change, don't rush. Slow down. Look closely. Because one small detail, one overlooked coin, could change everything for you.